The Minnesota Timberwolves exceeded my expectations, gave them a C plus. We're number 7 in the Western Conference.
Wait a minute. How was a C plus exceeding expectations?
They exceeded my
Oh,
expectations because
yours.
I didn't really see them doing much. You know, I enjoy watching their core guys, right? D'Lo, Cat, Anthony Edwards. They face a top opponent in the Memphis Grizzlies. Couldn't get by the Grizzlies. The Grizzlies, you could not get by the Grizzlies. Very few teams got by the Memphis Grizzlies. So the Minnesota Timberwolves exceeded my expectations.
Yeah, they exceeded mine as well, but they exceeded mine to where I was able to give them a B plus. I really enjoyed watching them play, watching their development, watching their progression during the season, and then into the postseason. I think it was really great to watch. The only reason why they were compromised, well, not compromised. The only reason why they struggled is because they didn't know how to close out games. They
Yeah.
figure out a way because they know how to get a lead. They don't know how to maintain it. They can figure that out for next season. They're gonna be that revenge matchup that we talked about in the previous video. Watch that one too. It's gonna be nice. So yeah, the Minnesota Timberwolves, Cat's development. Now that he knows, now that they've added Rudy Gobert to the rosters, now Cat can do something different. Do whatever else he want to do outside of the paint. Because he didn't want to ride in the paint. You got somebody's gonna be there. It's gonna be stationary there because that's what Rudy Gobert does. You're gonna have him there, which is great for Cat, to do what he needs to do. And then you got Anthony Edwards. Yeah. So I gave him a B. They were a joy to watch for me.
Okay.
B+.
All right. Let's talk about the Dallas Mavericks.
Dallas Mavericks, they got an A from me. Dallas Mavericks received an A from me. They waited all the way to the Western Conference Finals, especially since Luka's on the team. This is their first time, number one, with Luka being on their roster, first time getting past round 1. Number 1, let's say that. And then to make it all the way to the Western Conference Finals, blown away. Now, Luka didn't do it by himself because there were some times that Luka wasn't even able to play. Jalen Brunson held it down.
Spencer
Dinwiddie came in and, helped out the team. So, yeah. I gave them an A.
Yeah,
they totally surprised me.
Right. I have an A- for the Dallas Mavericks. Number 4 in the West, 52-30 on the season. Just a few games away from winning. I mean, from going to the NBA Finals.
No, I'm dead serious. Absolutely. Yeah. No, absolutely. And what's so great about the Dallas Mavericks is that they figured out what their holes were and they fixed it for next season.
Yeah.
Ooh, the 2023 Dallas Mavs. I'm excited to watch. So yeah,
those Memphis Grizzlies. What are we talking about?
I gave them a B+. I probably want to change that though. I don't know. A- they. I think I'm gonna go A. I'm gonna have to. I'm changing it right now. Make a change on my paper. No, right now I'm gonna give them an A. The Memphis Grizzlies did that. They pushed the limits to the other teams to beat them. They were not an easy walk in the park. Not during the regular season, and most definitely not in the playoffs. And if a team wanted to beat them, they had to work for it. So yeah, no, with or without Ja Morant on the court.
Yeah.
With or without him. And I think that's why I changed my grade from a B+ to an A, because this team was able to still solidify solid wins without Ja Morant being on the court.
Yeah.
And for me, that means the roster was a solid roster. So yeah.
Yeah, remember that stretch of games they won when Ja was out during the regular season? That to me was impressive. Like, which other team can win that many games without their star dude?
Yeah, and then even in the playoffs, I think one game they won by 39 points. I think it's the Golden State Warriors, I believe. They won 39. Yeah, Golden State Warriors, they won 39 points. And that was one of the games that Ja Morant didn't play. Like, what? And there's no slide on Ja Morant. I know he's a dude for the Memphis Grizzlies. They need him to play. But when your roster is solid enough and you can still compete at a high level when your star is out for an injury, it says a lot for the team and the Coach Taylor. So, yeah.
Absolutely. I gave them an A-, but I'm thinking now the Memphis Grizzlies got rid of Kyle Anderson and DeAnthony Melton, who came up big when Ja was out. I don't know how they're going to fill that gap next season, but I gave them an A-. They would have gotten an A+ if they made it to the NBA Finals, though.
Oh, of course. Yes, I agree.
The New Orleans Pelicans finished the season 36-46, number 8 in the Western Conference. Clearly a play-in team, but I like what I saw from Coach Green and CJ McCollum and Herbert Jones and Trey Murphy III. unbelievable. I gave them a C+.
I gave them a B. I really, really like the product they put out, especially at the end of the season and during the play-in. I said, oh, that team right there, if they had their full roster. Oh, and I think Brandon Ingram may have been slightly injured.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not mistaken. He may have been compromised a bit. So yeah. Oh yeah. Mm-hmm. B all day. B. And that B came because they acquired CJ McCollum. Let me just be honest about that. No slight. I'm not taking nothing away from the efforts and the play making that and the skills that Brandon Ingram has. But when they were able to add CJ McCollum, considering that Zion Williamson wasn't there, I think it was a huge pickup for their roster.
Oh, absolutely. Now,